Hi everyone, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. As I used to say, welcome back, my dear friends. I promised you the other day to share some thoughts and some insights on what's been going on the other side of the world, in my native country. I want to share with you the madness, the absolute madness that Ukrainian government is trying to put people through, and in this case, in particular, women. I want to ask you: do you think that women should have a mandatory military service? Do you think that is acceptable? I know that there are people that, yeah, I would like to hear what feminists are thinking about that because I've never been a feminist, not subscribing to the stupid third way feminism that just based on hating men. I think it's absolutely delusional, and I think it's our gender wars do destroy us within, but in general, I feel how extremely brutal that would be if that would actually come into play. If women would have to go in mandatory military service, that would be just absolute defeat for any nation. And there are many aspects to where we could discuss this. There are many aspects. We just know that it's wrong. It's wrong in every way. It's wrong in every aspect. And I may re-record this video later. I'm just right now in my car in the dark, as you can only see my face. But I just want to share these thoughts and maybe later use it as a draft for the video. But basically, Ukrainian government right now installing they are after the children and after the women. They are installing the rules where the children should be taking military training in school starting 15, and the women should start military training when they are in college. Basically, they have been forcing women in the military for all this last couple of years. They have been forcing it, and they just ordered like 50,000 women uniforms, and they keep pushing for it because they are absolutely um, desperate, and they realize that men are not are not produced, not every second. There is a 25-year-old man, a new man produced. They starting to run out of people, and therefore for their weakness and for their stupid decisions they want children and women to pay. So basically they don't say that, um if I'm sorry guys, they don't say that, oh, if you're a woman, you should immediately go to military service. They say, yeah, you need to take mandatory training, but once you are trained, you are in fact a subject to be uh, trained, to be forced to join the military, to provide military service. I just think it's so ridiculous. Hey guys. Yeah, exactly, Elizabeth. If they will take us, if they will take women, who's supposed to at least, who's supposed to provide comfort for the children? That's the question. Who's supposed to have children? Who's supposed to, you know, they they already they already did unrecoverable damage to our society. This is just so extremely sad. The only thing that gives me hope is that our power is about to change, and we're going to have a person who is not interested in being in these endless wars. So my only hope that um, with the new president we're going to have, um, they're gonna they're gonna be forced to sign peace agreements, and women and children won't be subject to joining military. That's, I talk with my childhood friend. She recorded some voicemails for me, and she was just frantic. She was just frantic. She was scared. She was desperate for her son. Her son is, I don't know, maybe 15, 16 right now. Yeah. And they want young men, young children basically, and women to pay for their stupidity, for their corruption, for their weak ability to manage conflicts. You know, so my friend's son is 15, 16, and they now decrease the age. It was 25, but they now decreasing the age to 18, where basically they're entitled to take children to, very young men that just start in life to start fighting. And I think I really would like to know, what those women who are going and marching and screaming, how they would like to be men. Um, I wonder how eager they are to go, since they don't care about family, they don't care about providing nurturing. I really, I mean, they really, I really would like to hear their take on that. But we'll never hear that because they are all extreme hypocrites. They will know. I have not seen a single woke liberal, learning this news and coming on any platform and saying to governments that want women to fight to stop it. I've not seen it once, and I will never see it because uh, in the West, the feminists are fighting for the rights they already have. It's ridiculous, as always. Oh, this is horrible. Elizabeth is saying, my sister was in the army for 10 years. It's not a place for women. It changed her so much and so much scarier for mothers and having their sons fight. I don't know. I completely agree with that. But unless there is a critical situation, I don't think that, either of those right. Either, I don't think that we need to be losing our children to the sick mind of these politicians. If they want to fight, like, go fight, we're gonna watch it, but why do we have to pay with our children? I think it comes up with every conflict. It's just so horrible. But I do see a contradiction and hypocrisy here, and I wish these women stop trying to convince everyone that we are the same, because that would be unheard of. Yes, my grandmother in World War II, she was working in the Navy. But she wanted to. She was very, very driven. She had very uncanny ability of having stress, and she was very strong spirit. She actually was a mm, what was considered a military woman, but she wasn't there, with the arms and fighting battles. She was helping. She was one of the few people that managed to get education when everything was falling apart. She still pushed for education, and she was the one helping with some numbers and with some things in the Navy. Yeah, I have a photo of her in a military uniform, which I think is pretty incredible, but that is also was her choice. That is also was her choice. And they really needed her because they needed somebody who knows how to write, to count, and things like that. So nevertheless, that's just a side note. I just think that, this what happens when we have gay men in politics. I swear. These men, I'm just gonna say like it is. This men are incapable. They are weak, and they don't have a pair when they use our people as a human shield. You know, they who what happens to the world when men realize that they are having the wrong strategies, they are doing things wrong, and they are pushing, they are forcing for women and children take the front lines. Like how sick that society can get. How much sicker that this society can get for men to do that, you know? I just can't stand it. And you know, I'm not only talking about Ukraine, I'm just saying in general, why would you consider hole like dig a deeper hole when all you need to do is figure out how to preserve things, how to negotiate peace, how to look for um resolution. It's like, you know, when you have debt, you know, you been borrowing money, and instead of thinking, okay, I'm gonna stop borrowing, I'm gonna cut my expenses, I'm gonna pay it off, instead of doing this, because it can happen to any company, to any person, it's life. Sometimes it's unpredictable. Instead of stop digging right there, they would, they do something completely opposite. They do the opposite. They, okay, what is the other place I can dig, you know? What are the very last resources I can go to? You know, I'm just so mortified by this. And talking with my friend, she was, you know, we were friends since like 5 or 6 years old, and she is just mortified for the future. She told me things that I could not even come up with. Hey Jim, well, yes, they are. So it's not, um, they're not dragging women on the street to go join the military, but they are actively encouraging, and they are forcing right now young women in schools to take military training. Like it's now an obligation, and once you're military trained, you are officially uh, supposed, if required, join military service. It's not, I don't think so, they're not gonna pull you off the street, but regardless, that should not even be a thought, you know. 18-year-old boys, 15-year-old boys for training, it should not even be a thought. The thought should be, how do we preserve this country, you know? How do we live, how do we not go to demographic crisis, to a complete stop of of our nation? You know, who will live on those territories? Wait, excuse moi. Who will live on those territories? Who we are preserving this land for? That's the questions. Like, what they now they digging deep. Basically, they're running out of men. They lied this whole time, and they're running out of men. Obviously, they don't have enough of human resources because, you know, well, Israel has a mandatory service for men and women, yes, but they have a they have no other choice, and that's been going on. It's now part of their culture, and yes, they are surrounded by enemy. They have no choice. They would disappear from the planet Earth. Yes, and it's very terrible. It's absolutely sad that in Israel, women have to go through the military training and have to be equal military members. But that's also due to the very unique situation that they have. Yes, I also saw that that was insane, but they don't have a choice, you know. I just think it would be the end of our, like, it would be the end for our country, like literally the end, because women, grandmothers, aunties, and young women are the glue to the society. These are the people that's left to take care of elderly, take care of kids. Just you can't do that. They already taken their husbands, their brothers, their sons. You just can't do that, and the only thing that makes me fairly, not as frantic about it, not as upset, is that I know that the evil has to stop. Hey Dan, I know, I know the numbers are absolutely mortifying. Dan is saying at least 600,000 Ukrainian soldiers dead or wounded. It's so true. About twice as civilian casualties. Yes, I've just heard these numbers. How young do you go before there is no one left to run the country? I know. It's like if you find yourself in a wrong situation, stop digging, you know, stop making it worse, like irrecoverable. This is just so, um, this is just so heartbreaking. But we're not gonna let this happen. I mean the people, we the people are not gonna let it happen. I don't think that they will be able to get away with it because, you know, you have not seen how fierce the mothers are if you try to touch their children. And there are clips, videos of women circulating online, all those beautiful girls in a uniform, and everybody is clapping. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, they are very beautiful girls, they are bold and brave, but they really shouldn't be there. This is not their place to be there. Their place is at home, studying, learning. Uh, a lot of Ukrainian women uh, want to study and have a career, but just as much and even more importantly, they want to have family. They want to experience what it is to be a woman. What it is to, um, how does it feel to play that very very important role in society, is being a woman. And I think these people that try to BS us into the equality of the gender, I don't want to, okay, I'm not gonna say this, but trying to be family friendly, they can go get fresh air, because they are the the problem. Because at some point, if this continues, at some point, I can see in United States, for example, how confused people are, how it's considered inappropriate and politically incorrect to tell the differences between men and women. We are not equal, we are not the same, we have different hormones, different cycles, different needs, different goals. And but they are trying to do very best to try to erase our differences, which are inevitable. And I'm not saying that if you're a man that you are necessarily built to fight, or if you're a woman you only can be a housewife. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm sharing here is that this is absolutely insane. And when the crap hit the fence, the truth comes out. The truth comes out that this is unacceptable to go that far when you sacrifice the very essence, the very core, the glue of society. Men are in general are built to protect, and we never want them to have to do it, but we know that most men are capable. And with this agenda, with this especially this extra liberal agenda that, oh, you are this, oi, and you're that, and you're the same, you can do it, you're so cool. No, it's not cool. I don't applaud when I see those young girls sitting there in the cold, probably ruin their ability to ever have children, with all the conditions and things they have to go through. We have some very we need some gentle handling, not have to be um sitting in a cold night and day, our mental and physical abilities are much more fragile. I don't care who says what. I don't care if somebody is an athlete, athletic. Yes, there are a lot of strong women, but first of all, nobody should be in that situation. I hope that people will really learn from this. When they vote, for example, they will learn that, maybe I shouldn't be worrying about the problems that don't exist. You want to wear green hair, go ahead. We could have lost this election to people who simply want worried about their identity and whether or not they can have green hair and tattoos and whatever else, and if they can dress like a woman. We almost lost to this stupid ideas that doesn't even matter, that ruin our society and they don't matter. We almost lost, I mean, not almost, but we could have lost it and have some major bigger things, if right now the president elect is forcing for negotiations. He's forcing to ceasefire. He's forcing for all these things when the current government, if they could, they would escalate and put everybody on fire and create this genocide, make it uh, they would make this a place of no return, because no country can withstand another 4 years of genocide. So I'm just so glad, I'm just so glad that we are fighting for this freedom. We are fighting for common sense. Women and children should not be the subject of the uh, for the military operations. I am completely against of wasting men in there, completely against this. But when you can't solve your problems, you're so weak, you're so fucking gay, and you now decide, okay, you know what, we're gonna go to last resort. Let's prepare our children. Let's so they teaching children that it's gonna be an ongoing war, and that you might as well learn how to fight. You might as well learn it. And so it's the same to women. This is an ongoing thing. We need your help. And yeah, you gotta learn how to fight. This is insanity, my dear friends. Complete insanity. Um, Hi everyone. Let me read some of your comments. Yeah, exactly. Jim is saying that my sweetheart doesn't care about the border. She just wants the dying to stop. I think that everyone in their mind wants things to stop over their whatever else is going on, because there is just no way to survive. There's going to be nobody left to live on that land. John Forn's wars, they are following the footsteps of their Soviet counterparts. When the Soviet women had to fight, they did. Well, in Soviet, actually, it's interesting because in the Soviet times, they try. Okay, guys, I'm getting. Just 1 second. Be sure I don't have music on. Just 1 second. In Soviet. Wait. I hope. Okay. In Soviet times, yes, it was interesting because they tried to deny the femininities. They tried to make they try to make women like women are like men are like women. It's actually interesting because with all the Slavic nature and women being so feminine, in the Soviet time, the power, the government They try to tell the women, you can do it, like, yes, they want to turn women into genderless, sexless robots. It is very, very true. The women still somehow manage to be feminine, um, in many ways, but they really did try to hurt, uh, to um, damage that polarity, damage that balance that we had. And they sometimes would often call, women who wanted to stay home, raise their kids, calls them lazy, or um, you know, kind of unproductive members of society. They wanted women to suffer as well, and lose their ability to really um, strive. It's very true. Most women, when the war was taking place, the World War II, they were in the field, being nurses. I told you my grandma was working in the Navy. But it's the principle, Yeah, well, there are many things that we for sure do not know. Yes, we don't know. Yeah, well, I don't want to. Thank you guys for the comments. I don't want to get too political, but I just want to tell you, man, this is such insanity. It's like they're trying to put their claw and just destroy us within, destroy Ukrainian people within. Um, the amount of illegal things that's going on, the amount of pains that they inflict, the taxes out of nowhere, they just decided to rob people blind. So not only they stealing billions of dollars, but they just rob people blind. They created 100 different ways to tax people. Um, they just want to. They just the enemy within is just as bad as the enemy on the outside. It's just so absolutely insane. And I don't know. I really I'm very, very concerned for, the future of the people that um, are in such harsh circumstances. And we can we can only hope for the common sense to take over, and for those people who use their power to be put into place, because they are set to destroy everything good that was about Ukraine, the traditional values, the value of the family, the family ties, the women strive to be everything, to be most women from the bigger cities wanted both. They want to be educated, they want to have a career, just to or work or business or something, to be able to be able to express themselves, to be able to stand on their feet. But they just as much or even more wanted to have a family, to create a beautiful life. It's the intentions. So many so many people are taking that I know would take life so much seriously, so much more seriously than here. It's like you always have this timeline. In US and the West, maybe people, as they say, like maybe have more judgment. um I think in Ukraine it's just you have a vision for your life. It's a bit more conservative in terms of, you kind of want, it's not always perfect, but in the West people are more open, people are like not judging you, or you're sorry you don't have family yet, or it is, but it's not really. I know so many people, and life. I agree that life is not always perfect. You have your best intentions, but your timeline is often unique. But in Ukraine, people understand this, but they would strive to have things figured out. To have things make sense. They don't decide at some random point, maybe I'm a man, maybe I'm a woman, it's very rare that people would lose their mind over this nonsense. And th- what I'm trying to say, that they already had broken so much of the society, so many families. We just talked about 600,000 people who are dead from, just this is just a rough estimate for the military members, but what about the families? What about all the plans, all the, everything? People were living life, and the life, everything get completely demolished, destroyed, and they wanted more. Now they want to make sure that uh, they drag women into this. And the thing is, our women, when it comes to protection of their elderly and children, they will learn, and they will go. And there are so many places and videos when, if you touch a woman's child, you will learn, what ruthless really is. But nobody has to push toward this. Nobody has to. We don't have to learn it, we don't have to know it. And I just see the only way to stop this madness, that we have only the only chance to stop this madness. Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel like I want to go back anytime soon as well. Also, I have some business to take care of. I just don't feel like going back. Thank you, Jonathan. I stand corrected, but I like your perspective. How to rebuild the country. I pray for peace, God, and bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, guys, welcome back to the channel. I don't know yet what my channel is going to be about. Honestly, so many things that happen, and sometimes I feel that I just want to talk about the events. And I know that so many people just want to um, share things and have a place where you can just share your thoughts. I don't watch a lot of news, but nevertheless, I can't, you can't be ignorant or pretend like these things don't matter. A lot of things would not take place if people were a lot more conscious. Thank you, Stan. Thanks so much for coming to the live. Could you please drop some of my info if you would, if you can, if you're at home? And Elizabeth, Jim, Jonathan, Jason, good to see you. I know that I'm in the dark, it's just my face. You can only see my face, but I wanted to. I just want to come out. I don't know if I'll keep this live here or what I'm gonna do, but Jason is saying I like the real talk. Yeah, very real. Um, yeah, I am glowing in the dark. Yeah, that's for sure. It's so dark, man. This darkness is now getting under my skin a little bit. Uh, it's difficult. We had such a beautiful storm yesterday. I love snowstorms, especially when I'm at home. But it just was so beautiful. So, what do you guys think in general? What are your thoughts? Do you think that there should be a circumstance where women supposed to go and join the military, uh, join the military and help um, help men, or do you think that people should be in 21st century, should learn other ways, and that it should never come to this, that we should never let these crazy ignorant people destroy the base of our society? I would like to hear your thoughts. By the way, how is my connection? Sorry it's so dark. I wanted to come on a live a lot earlier, but I couldn't. I also, I have this battle in my head. I want to talk about puppies and butterflies on one side, and on the other side, I want to talk about real problems and the devastation. The things that my friend Vera from my childhood told me on those tapes, on those voicemails. It just, I probably gotten a gray hair just to listen to some of that stuff that she shared with me. That things that people actually going through. Connection is perfect, and you're not. It's not dark, really. All right, that's awesome. Thank you, Elizabeth. Yes, I got some new phone and new stuff for you. Some new things to be able to go live spontaneously. I do want to do some more conventional things and conventional videos, but I don't know exact time when I can do it consistently. So I just want to come on. I know some of you guys write me that you waiting in the evening to connect and talk and share things. So I appreciate that a lot. I like to have conscious people, being associated with conscious people. I would love to have some guests. I was trying to go live earlier, and I think I clicked the link to invite a guest. So I'm figuring it out. It's pretty easy to actually invite a guest. So if any of you guys want to come, sometimes you have a topic, we could go some and do a conversation. That would be so much fun. But I don't know. I'm gonna try to feel my heart, which way I would like to go, which topics we need to focus on. I do like talking about, social trends and things that's going on. We need to have a place for people that can feel that, not everything is lost, that we have hope, that not everybody is jumping in this woke mind virus wagons. Don't you ever invite me, nobody understand. Yeah, I have hard time understanding you, but maybe if you try. um yes, guys, if you look up, you can find my email, consultveronica@gmail.com. If you have some comments, or you want to share something with me personally. It's also one of my PayPal addresses. If you want to support my demonetized channel, you're welcome to do so. But sometimes you can do the simple thing. It's just to watch videos, and I may get a chance to reinstate my privileges. Let's see. Thank you for the, yeah, and thank you guys. Thank you those of you who send me some literal coffee to my coffee side, and I also have my Cash app. Somebody just 1 second. I want to I want to say thank you to David. He's saying that just 1 second, my phone locks in. He's saying, Veronica, thank you for coming on. It's always great to hear your perspective. Thank you so much, David. Thank you for the Cash App super chat. Thank you for showing up. Um, I know your membership is frozen. So I'm so sorry. I'm so thankful that you're still a member, but it's frozen till I get monetized again. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, again, thank you so much, Jason. Let me open your. I'm getting a Bitcoin, guys. This is so exciting. Jason, thanks so much for the Bitcoin super chat. Okay, you did my assignment. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate I appreciate it, Jason. That is so cool. You're the first and the only person that ever sent me a super chat contribution or donation in crypto. This is so freaking cool. I know that you have a real passion um for cryptocurrency, and that is so cool. Maybe sometimes when we will, when my channel start growing again and we'll have our group getting, those of you guys who contribute on my coffee side and who are supporting, managing to still support my channel and order some of my services, and you just come and also come enjoy the show. We are going to have some kind of, like a video conference. We can just have a hangout, maybe sometime, one of these cold winter nights, we can have some hot cocoa and just chat. And Jason, if you'd like to share, everybody can share what they do in life. So as far as I know, Jason loves crypto, and it's just so interesting. He's just such a fan of it. He shared some stuff. I just love that. So anyways, thank you so much. I got $20 super chat worth of Bitcoin. So I am so excited. I've never ever had cryptocurrency before. I don't know. I'm just like a child. I think it's so unusual. It's not considered crypto. Okay, well, tell me what it considered, because I don't know. Hey Vince, welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome. Jim is saying been waiting a long time for your return. Thank you, Jim. I kind of wish I needed the time off, but there is a part of me that's thinking, I wonder if I should have still maybe just come in like once a week or doing. But I think if I taken that time off, I probably needed it. I It's hard to say. There is this one way of wisdom. Um, there is a theory of thought, so to speak, and it teaches that the decision taken at the time, one of the ways to make peace with things is to consider that that was the right decision at the time uh, and circumstance. So sometimes, especially in certain circumstance, I think sometimes you make the decision you take and make it the right decision, because most of decisions we taken of our best ability. There is a Bitcoin and then there is crypto. They are not the same. You see, I don't know this. I thought that Bitcoin was one of the cryptocurrencies. You can't do it if you don't have the passion. Yes. Well, I think that absolutely you cannot do absolutely nothing if you don't have the passion to do it. Like even doing cryptocurrencies, doing a YouTube channel, teaching people. I don't know. I met people who do services like they clean or do even most mundane things. I'm about to go to Aldi. If you in US, the Aldi store. And in this particular store, it's one thing. It has good prices. It has a limited variety, but if you need a particular item, you know exactly where it is, and you can get out super fast. In one of these Aldi stores that I go, especially, there is this one woman that works in the store, and she's like absolutely out of this world. She has so much passion to serve people, and you know how difficult it is to work in a retail, to do the mundane things, to have the um to have to deal with people, to have just so much going on, right? And I go, yeah, I mean, it's one of the stores that I go sometimes. I just recently discovered it not so long ago. But anyway, this woman, like, her attitude about life is just, she's always on a positive, always with a smile. Just, it's just healing to be around her. So much passion. I don't think she has necessarily passion to work at the grocery store, but I think she has a passion for serving people and gives them the absolute best experience. And I was talking to her, and I was complimenting her because she's just out of this world. She just has so much love for everyone. It just, it just absolutely miraculous. And I told her that when we were talking. She used to make, I usually, most like 9 out of 10, I dress well every day. And she used to compliment me and saying, like, you are coming looking like so glamorous, to the grocery store. And I told her, this is just the style. We just were laughing about it. But then, oh, I think I got something little. Thank you guys. I'm gonna check it out. But then I've asked her, how does she do what she does? And you know what? I wasn't surprised when she told me, because she works very close to what it is, Michigan State University. And she told me that uh there were some professors who taking notes from her. The way, I've observed her for a year. It's just incredible. It's just incredible. Some people, they have such incredible mission in this life to make everyone's day better. It's just, I don't know, I just have so much adoration for this. It's just her attitude. It's just amazing. Aldi's in the international store, people from all around the world. I need to film her and then ask, what I need to do? I need to film her. And then once I filmed her, ask her for permission if I can share it. Because just her attitude, isn't she's an absolute unicorn. Just by being kind. All right, let me see what's going on here. I'm sorry for this crazy sounds. Uh, could I don't know who is there. Somebody is asking for my coffee site link. We need to have a whiskey side and we need to have a tea side. But thank you so much. Thank you for asking, Jeremy. They will be there. Thanks, Elizabeth. Yes, if you enjoy my videos, you can buy me coffee and cappuccino and maybe car lighting. But you absolutely don't have to. You can support my channel just by watching the videos, just by putting a like, just by leaving some comments. I appreciate you guys coming on. And James, thank you for the kind words. I'm glad. Wait, James, I wanted to say Jason, thank you for the kind words. I'm really glad that you are enjoying the videos and appreciate the time I put into them. I really thank you. Uh, info on Bitcoin. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. You see, I don't know anything about it. All right, Stan, have a beautiful evening. Thank you so much for joining. And we are actually wrapping up because I am on the road. I'm like a gypsy. I am like a gypsy lately. I am not appreciating the dark. I don't know how are you guys doing. I don't know if some of you live in a warmer climate. I don't have much appreciation for the dark and cold. I love the beautiful snow and sun, but I never said I like wind and cold and dark. Not complaining, but I was gypsy for Halloween last year, actually. I wish I used to record videos when I walk and do things. Yeah. No, no, I'm not a gypsy that would do hurtful things. No, I'm just joking. That I'm on the road, and when I come home, um, I've decided to show you guys a good example too. We gotta, I realized I have to have a better schedule. Once in a while, I can go live late, but I want to. If you guys enjoy my videos, I'm gonna go maybe 3 times a week, maybe 4 times a week live if I can. And lives would be like somewhere like five in between, like five in between 5 and 8 p.m. I don't want to go live at night. I think it's time to recharge. You gotta do some family things, read, relax, plan. I don't want to go live late at night for myself and of course for you. Yeah, I am on Eastern time. Hey, Anzi guy, thank you for the love. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, I'm on Eastern time, so somewhere in between 5 to 8 Eastern. Yeah, gypsies are insufferable. Yeah, I know what you mean. You mean the real gypsies, Yeah. By the way, guys, do you want me to make? I was going to make a video about how I almost got scammed by a gypsy, but the healthy instinct kicked in, and I also helped another lady to not get scammed. Here we forget about gypsies because we have a lot of them in Ukraine. Elizabeth is saying, hopefully your lives aren't RAM and class. I will cry if I miss you. Ha ha ha. Thank you for this video. You gave me lots to think about tonight. Talk to you soon. Yes, my darling, please get some sleep. We'll see. We'll see. Like right now, our main goal is I need to get some airtime so we can get uh, the channel back to in a good standing. So I kind of have to invest myself and in try different things and learn some technical skills and yeah, things like that. I've never seen the Egyptian in Midwest. You know what? Me either. Till about this last October. I forgot that they can be here, and I almost got. We all have natural empathy and things like that, and my emotional intelligence kind of went on vacation for a moment, But I don't want to spoil the story. I actually recorded something on my phone that I could share with you. It's so painful when people use kindness as you try to use kindness, your kindness to hurt you, use kindness as see your kindness as your weakness. It's so heartbreaking, always. So heartbreaking when people do that. But I'm glad in the last moment things just didn't make sense. I add them up, I realized it's a scam, and helped another lady to get out of it. Yes, I'm in a car and I'm actually on a road and I have to go shortly. But I realized, so in the evening I'm on the road. I have some time. Sometimes I have errands and meetings with other people, but sometimes I'm just waiting in a car, and I don't know what it is. I think I am partially gypsy. I love going live on the road. I don't know what it is. My dream, and I know it's not safe, but my dream is to drive and go live. But I don't know if connection can do that. I don't want to get into if I could put my camera like all the way where the dashboard, like all the way like under the windshield, I would like to be live and driving. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's ADHD. I don't know what the heck it is. But I just love to be on the road. When I am with the road with my family, with some special people in my life, we have the most incredible conversations. And sometimes I wish that we would have a camera recording us, because the things we're talking about are not the weather, are not the, it's not the small talk. You'll never catch me in my surrounding, in my little circle small talking. It's usually something interesting. And I always wish there was a camera recording that. Hey KZ, good to see you. Wow, did I accidentally turn on my flashlight? Yes, you turn your flashlight, I know. Well, I have some things going on, so unfortunately I can't be home, but it's all good. So vibrant in here, yes. Yeah, I could be the Snow White. Actually, was a Snow White a couple of times in my career. Yeah, how do you find my new phone? Guys, should I keep this phone? This phone is so interesting. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you know that I like recording the reels. I'm learning how to record them. I love having fun. This phone has a preview camera on the back. So if somebody is filming you, you're filming a reel, you can see yourself in a like a mirror on the back. So I have not tried it yet, but I got this phone specifically for the YouTube, and excuse me, and a whole new setup with that. But yeah, I know I have a big room for improvement. I also got the microphones, clip-on microphones that I can't figure out. But I'm gonna have some help to figure it out. So it has like a magnet. It works through Bluetooth, has a magnet, but yeah, still something to master if it works. Anyone here who participated the Zoom chats? I don't know. It was so long ago. Uh, Stan, I think, did, but he's not here right now. Need something that reads out text to you. Yeah, right. That I can see that I can see what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, Elizabeth came. Yeah, I met Elizabeth with a video, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, guys, we're gonna have one of these days, especially, we're gonna have coffee. I think, yeah, I can post a link. We can just, one of these days, maybe during the holidays or something, we can just have a little hot cocoa coffee together, just chatting. Elizabeth invites me to come to Scotland. Man, I would absolutely love to see Scotland, Elizabeth. It would be so spectacular, especially those castles. Do you have any castles near to where you live? I would lose my mind right there. Also, I could have already lost it. Thanks, Casey. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad that it's good. Yeah, I just it was driving me crazy, but I found out that the reason why my lives were glitchy is because they were giving me very low quality data. Yeah, I came to the Verizon store and I talked to them. Why is it's glitching like there is no tomorrow? I said, yeah, we gave you this package where the data can be any quality. Really? That's so strange. Um, Very weird. Oh, thank you, Jim. Yeah, just so you know, thank you for not canceling your membership. I really appreciate it, Jim. But yeah, it's frozen. It's frozen, so you're not getting charged right now. For those of you who asked, your membership on YouTube is frozen. You're not getting charged. You're only gonna get charged once it gets fixed. for the time when stream those months, but they're not gonna back charge you. And yeah, the coffee, somebody is asking me, Jason, not Jason. Jason is asking me about so the coffee site also have a membership that starts from $5 a month, or something like, like a cup of coffee dollar a month, but it has also some tiers or tiers, like levels. So if you as the kind of guys, if you need some help with certain things, you can consider and sign for one of the tiers, not tiers, yes, and then I can answer your questions. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the kind words. You must have unlimited data as a streamer. Yeah, they told me that this one should be an unlimited one with yeah, with a higher um quality of data. So we shall see, because I told them that I reserve my right to cancel it, because if it's a just bunch of baloney, I'm gonna cancel. It's not worth it, right? All right, my dear friends, thank you so much for joining on this cold evening. Thank you everybody who joined. Please share your thoughts. If you made it to this point, or I didn't read your comment, please share below. Do you think that there is any circumstance when a woman should serve in the army? Do you think that that should be acceptable? Do you think that do you think that this is how our society is going to solve the conflicts and military issues with each other? Or maybe we should use something between, maybe the government should sometimes use something between their ears and not waste our tax money for their stupidity. Who needs to pay? The question is, who needs to pay for the stupid decisions the government makes? Who needs to pay for that? I don't think our children need to pay for that. I don't think that our women need to pay for that. And I also think that our men do not need to pay for that, But yes, it's a reality, and we had wars for centuries and thousands of years and probably still have them. But I think that at some point, our brain need to evolve just as our technology, where we use the power of negotiation to avoid death. Okay, couple more comments, guys, and I have to run. Uh, cool, man. Thank you for the question, but I don't think so. Actually, don't have much time to respond, but I don't think so. Robert Bisson, they should not serve in the army. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. I think it's a madness, If women serve in the army, should men give birth? I don't know. Unlimited data these days can be as low as $25 a month. What company charges $25 a month? I don't believe it would be a quality one. I need a quality one when it doesn't go in and out. But of course, the big companies will try to extract more if you are casual. Yeah, if you have a suggestion of what provider I should use for like on the go streaming, please let me know. I hope you're not blocked on my Instagram. Just let me know, because I don't want to buy some budget unlimited thing, and then it goes in and out. You know, it's all right. I'm gonna try. I want to. I'd rather pay a little bit more and go better and get better quality. I felt, when I was doing my lives, I had such a strong desire to reconnect, and then I was thinking, man, it's so disrespectful to my poor listeners when my connections goes in and out. It's just not good. So anyway, my dear friends, with all my love, I will see you soon. let's connect together and stop the madness of this world, let's not let's do what depends on us. And you know what, I'm so proud of everyone this year, this election cycle. At least it doesn't mean if you're into politics or not, it was important to do the right thing, and I'm so proud for everyone. I know that everyone who is watching me right now did the right thing. I know that. I know that 100%. So from the cold dark Michigan with love, I will see you very soon, my dear friends. Have a wonderful night. Thank you. Thank you for the coffees. Thank you for the Bitcoin that is not cryptocurrency. Thank you for the support, my dear friends. I really appreciate that, even in the times of me being deported, not deported, but demonetized, you still find a way to show your appreciation. And simply thank you for joining and contributing your thoughts. Au revoir. Wait, how do I switch it off? Wait, okay, I found it.